I like my crown roll light on the ice. Couple bad women treating me right. Diamonds dancing, get the gleam in the light. If you my nigga, you my nigga for life. Don't forget it, cause we niggas for life. And if it's getting litty, you can hit me whether wrong or you right. I'm coming through, I bust a pole in the pipe. Niggas for life. What up, though, True Crew? What it do, my baby? What's going on with the squad, man? CharlieGramz 989 kicking it one more time. Hey, y'all need to go follow me on my socials. It's CharlieGramz 989 on everything. You know what I'm saying? Everything. It's CharlieGramz 989. But hey, bro, today, right now, we gonna kick it for a minute, right? We about to watch 5 mysterious disappearances caught on camera that were creepy. Yeah, we getting into the murder mystery. You know what I'm saying? We getting into that type thing right now. So if y'all into that, let's watch. If you gonna be triggered by it, you know what I'm saying, you ain't gotta watch. Make sure you like. Go check out my music. My music be dope, bro. I'm telling you, like, oh my mama, that shit hard. But y'all go do that. We about to watch this 5 mysterious disappearances caught on camera. Y'all ready? Let's go and get it, man.
Disappearances often cause families and investigators to become frustrated when there aren't enough clues or witnesses that can aid in an investigation. But when there is evidence, such as mysterious disappearances caught on camera, it becomes even more frustrating when the missing person is still nowhere to be found. Number 5. The mysterious disappearance of Iwona Wieczorek is one of the most widely covered Polish cases in the country's history.
She looked like she had some money too. You know what I'm saying? I could be wrong, but it looked like she had some bread, man. I got bread pictures, you know what I'm saying? We do well, you know.
2010, Iwona was fresh out of high school, and she was planning to go on a holiday trip to Spain in the near future, while waiting for information on university admission. On Friday, the 6th of July, she attended a party that was being held at an allotment by one of her friends. Following that, she went to a nightclub along with her friend, Adria, and 3 colleagues named Powell, Marek, and Adrian. While in the club, an argument broke out, though it's unclear what it was about. Iwona's friends say that she left the club after losing her temper and walked towards the seaside promenade, as is evidenced by CCTV footage from outside the club. She had no money on her, and her phone's battery was almost empty. She stayed on the promenade until the break of dawn at around 4 a.m. and started to head home on foot through Seaside Boulevard.
She was way too free, wasn't she? Like, who the hell just walks around at night like that by themselves? Like, did she have a gun on her? You know what I'm saying? That shit wild, bro. I'm like, why, bro? Ain't no way in hell. Like, that's crazy.
House was about 3.5 miles away, and her feet were sore from wearing high heels all night. On her way home, she texted multiple people, including Adria, saying that she's upset that she didn't follow her out of the club. She then phoned Adria, who says that they managed to settle the argument over the phone. Just after 4 a.m., she called Adria again to say that her phone was dying and to tell her where she was. She was heading to Adria's house, and she was still intoxicated and didn't want her mother to see her in that state. Adria was almost home and told Iwona that she would leave keys outside for her. CCTV footage at the beach shows a man in a plaid shirt walking a small distance behind her with a towel over his shoulder. He has never been identified. The next morning, Adria noticed that the keys that were left out for Iwona were never used, and she never arrived at the apartment. Iwona remains missing to this day, and none of her clothing or possessions from that night have ever been found.
Damn.
Number 4.
That's fucked up.
Chase First Banking, a debit card for kids and a set of tools to help them learn good money habits.
Real deal, that's why you can't shame your kids, bro. She was scared to go home for her mama to see her lit like that. You gotta, bro, just don't shame your kids, bro, because as long as they know it's cool to come home, however, you come home a little drunk, nigga, I'm gonna be a little mad, but nigga, come on, bro. I'd rather you come home, you know what I'm saying? That shit crazy. And it's
fucked up. I feel like the friend, if she called her and thought that she was on her way to her crib and she was already at the house because she left a key out, she could have gotten a whip and went to go get her if she had a car. But damn, that's fucked up. And they, they had to do it walking behind her with the camera, with the towel. That's a little weird, but man, he probably did it. I don't know, man.
Nearly 9 months after the strange disappearance of 29-year-old Lauren Dumolo from Cape Coral, Florida, police released CCTV footage in which she was applying for a job at a gas station. Lauren was living with her boyfriend, Gabriel Pena, at the time, in the Coronado Parkway apartments. In her teen years, Lauren had been in a car accident, which led her to having to take prescribed medication. She became addicted, but after giving birth to her daughter...
And that's how the opioid crisis is popping out. Motherfuckers get them prescriptions from them doctors, the doctors cut them off, then they gotta go to the street, then they start getting hit with shit with fentanyl in them and start dying. That shit crazy. We be building our own monsters. You know what I'm saying? Our country, you know what I'm saying? What they say? Somebody said our country eat itself. You know what I'm saying? It lives off eating its kids. You know what I'm saying? Pause. That sounds wild. But, you know what I mean, though?
She fought hard to kick the habit. She would relapse, however, and lose custody of her daughter to her parents. On the 21st of June, 2020, she checked herself into a mental health facility. But upon being released on the 18th, she immediately started to look for a second job, which she was applying for at a gas station. Lauren's sister, Cassie, said that she spoke to Lauren that night and that she was worried that she wouldn't find another job, since the coronavirus pandemic was in full swing. Cassie told her to phone back the next day so that she could help Lauren find information on filing for unemployment if it was needed. The following morning, Gabriel left for work at 6 a.m. while Lauren was still sleeping. A maintenance worker saw her at 8:15 a.m. and she asked if she knew of any apartment complexes in the area that would be cheaper to stay at, stating that she wanted to get out of her current situation. Her family has stated that this conversation doesn't make any sense, as she had just borrowed money from Cassie to pay her rent in full, as she liked living there. At around 10 a.m., Lauren's phone was used to make a Facebook call to Gabriel's phone, but he didn't answer as he was too busy to see the call. That would be the last known activity from Lauren. When Gabriel got home that evening, she wasn't home, and he contacted her father, Paul, in California.
Damn, so she hit him up and he didn't pick up because he was on the phone? I know that nigga feel shitty right now, bro.
But they decided to wait and see if she turned up. The following day, Cassie asked Gabriel to contact her as soon as he got home to let her know if Lauren was there. But he stated that he wasn't going home and would be staying over at a friend's house. Paul asked Gabriel to file a missing persons report, and Gabriel stated that he had already called, but the police hadn't shown up. Paul would later learn that there had never been a call made to police. That weekend, Lauren's purse was found at the Four Freedoms Park with her wallet, ID, and bank cards inside. She still remains a missing person. Number 3.
Yo, so...
The last time that Prisma Reyes was seen before her unsolved disappearance was at the Olympus at Ross Apartments in Old East Dallas on the 17th of April, 2019. In surveillance footage taken from the apartments, she is seen seemingly stumbling around near elevators in the building's garage. That afternoon, Prisma left her job at a car dealership and traveled to the E-Bar Tex-Mex restaurant on North Haskell Avenue. She had lunch with her ex-boyfriend, during which they got into an argument and he ended up leaving. She then phoned her babysitter to inform her that she would be picking up her son at 7:30 p.m. and stayed at the restaurant for a further 3 hours until the barman refused to serve
She was posted in that bitch.
her any more drinks. She then left the restaurant and was involved in a road rage incident, which resulted in police being called. When they arrived, she had, however, already left the scene. It's not believed that the incident had anything to do with her disappearance, though. Prisma then drove to her ex's apartment, where she was captured on CCTV, talking on her phone and getting into an elevator. Another resident would later tell police that she was crying at the time. The person that she was speaking to on the phone was also tracked down, but they didn't have any useful information. Her ex wasn't home at the time, and although Prisma was never seen leaving the building, not all of the building's exits have security cameras. When she didn't arrive to pick up her son from the babysitter, they became concerned, and she was reported missing at 9:30 p.m. Her Jeep was found abandoned at her ex's apartment building the following day, blocking an intersection near the apartment gate, indicating that she didn't intend to stay there for very long. No evidence of foul play was ever found, but to this day, no further
She just walked up in that motherfucker and never walked out. That's strange, and they said the nigga wasn't at home.
trace of Prisma has ever been found either. Number 2. 26-year-old Jawahir Heji was last seen in person.
That looks pretty fire.
A friend told me about every plate, and I love it. It's only $2 a meal. And
$2 a meal.
At 9100 South Las Vegas Boulevard, near Pebble Road, on December 22nd, 2020, at approximately 12 p.m. The following day, police found her car at Shaded Canyon Drive, near Horizon Ridge Parkway in Henderson, where she had mysteriously disappeared. Surveillance footage would reveal that she was walking next to a construction site near the Amargosa Trail, close to the base of Black Mountain. On Christmas Day,
Why the fuck was she walking there? It don't seem like a scenic route, you know what I'm saying? That's look pretty grim over there, my nigga. That look like where people get lost at.
her family reported her as a missing person when she
cool.
hadn't returned home for 3 days. The surveillance footage shows that Jawahir must have been sitting in her car for nearly 2 hours before eventually getting out, putting her keys on the roof of the car, and then walking down the trail before disappearing forever.
Why are they just walking down trails and shit, bro? What the fuck are they thinking, bro? That's never okay, bro. That's never okay. You know how many weirdos probably pass you by every day? You know how many just weird niggas just pass you by every day and thinking if they had the chance? That shit crazy, bro. Yo, hey.
Her phone was also found in the car, but the call records had been deleted and no messages were found that indicated she was meeting up with anyone at the time. Jawahir had never been to that site before, and her family has stated that they are baffled as to why she was there in the first place, since she didn't ever hike on her own. During the time that she was sitting in her car, construction was ongoing at the site, but no one has come forward with any information about where she may have gone.
Cat called it to snatch her up. Nah, let me not play around.
A police dog was brought to the area, and it picked up Jawahir's scent, leading police down the trail towards another residential area. But despite several more searches, including cadaver dogs, Red Rock search and rescue volunteers, drones and helicopters, no further clues were found. Her family continued to conduct searches for some time after her disappearance, but these have also proved to be fruitless. It's believed that at the time of her disappearance, she may have been under severe emotional distress and possibly in need of medical attention. Jawahir's family has offered a $20,000 reward for any information that leads to her whereabouts. Number 1. Michael Stewart, a 40-year-old man from Staten Island, was a union carpenter who helped rebuild Ground Zero from the September 11th.
He was a mason. This nigga was a mason. You know what I'm saying? You know, let's not forget that. I don't know what that really means, but he was a mason. He was rocking that shit broad day. It's supposed to be a secret, but he was rocking that shit blatantly. You know what I'm saying? That could be a factor. You know, a little too much branding. You know what I'm saying? They don't like that.
Attacks at the World Trade Center in 2001. He was reported as a missing person when he didn't show up on Christmas Day of 2018, to spend time with his 4-year-old daughter and 11-year-old son. His family knew that something was wrong and contacted police, who started an investigation. The last time he was seen is on surveillance footage taken inside the Back to Life barbershop in Port Richmond. Here, he is seen with a man
What's
called
good, nigga? What's happening? So, hey.
Angelo Nesimi, an acquaintance of his. After entering the barber shop, Michael is seen approaching Nesimi, who is seated in a barber's chair. He walks over to him in a playful manner, and Nesimi is seen pushing him away, smiling. He then leans over the chair and grabs Nesimi's head, embracing him. The two men seemingly continue to talk while the barber works on Nesimi's hair, and a short while later, they seem to prepare to leave the shop together. Some sources close to the case have said that other surveillance footage shows Michael getting into an argument with two men outside of the barber shop. This is after he left O'Neill's Irish Pub on Forest Avenue at around 6:30 p.m.
Them niggas, they ain't gonna lie. The actors that's portraying this, they don't look like they'll kidnap nobody. Look at that striped shirt.
The last time that Michael was heard from is in a text message that he sent to his mother on the 21st of December that simply read, "Please help me, Mom." On the 31st of December, Nesimi was arrested for assault on his girlfriend, Zamira Sanchez. He was also charged for criminal mischief after he damaged a portion of a detective room at a precinct in Staten Island. When police started to fear that Michael's life may have been ended, both Nesimi and Sanchez were interrogated. Sanchez told police that Nesimi had indeed ended someone's life and asked her to help him get rid of the evidence in New Jersey. It came to light that Michael had in fact been having a relationship with the couple, though it isn't clear in exactly what capacity. In
There was some cucky shit going on, man.
January
I knew that shit'd get fishy, you know what I'm saying?
of 2019, the New York City Police Department joined forces with Pennsylvania police to search a landfill for any clues as to what may have happened to him. They believe that he may have been left there after his life was ended. Michael is described as around 5 foot 7 inches tall and weighing about 170 pounds. At the time of his disappearance, he was wearing an army green jacket and a black winter hat. Due to police's concerns that he may have been hurt, the case is being treated as a homicide. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this video, be sure to hit that like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe and click that notification.
Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell, guys. You know what I'm saying? Hey, this video was crazy about top 5 unknowns. Smoking on top 5s. You know what I'm saying? Kendrick, you need to drop an album, bro. Anyway, this video was trippy, bro. It was very trippy, bro. Hope everybody get found eventually alive and well. But that's, you know, that ain't never the case. But, you know, we always got hope. We always got hope. If y'all like that video, let me know y'all like that. If y'all need me to react to something else, put it down there. Let me know. You can hit me in the DMs. CharlieGramz989. Let me know what I should react to next. Till the next time, bro. Y'all be smooth, stay out the way. Trust your gut. You feel me? We out.